Are we live, sir? You let me know. All right. Welcome in, everybody. This is Cherry Pop-Up 4. We're so excited to be here. Sorry, I had a little echo in my ear. There we go. Cherry Pop-Up 4. It's fight night. Let's go. We got a matchup for the ages here. The underdog with a lot of heart, Mr. 420 Straw Hat in the building versus Look at Me. I believe he's in 8th place in this category. On paper, we see what we have here, but we got a lot of heart, and it's one shot tonight. Hosting it tonight, Kit Kats, how we feeling, sir?
I mean, I still can't understand the balls on this dude from Straw just going and challenging the newcomer that just came out of a race with a 51-minute timer. And I think it was gonna be a fun race, nonetheless.
You got that right. It's gonna be fun. Straw, the balls on this dude. How you feeling? Why would you challenge this man? What's up? Tell us.
Bro, I don't know if balls is the right word. It's more like just, hopeful. Hopeful we can just maybe get to the end and hopeful that the game doesn't meme us too much. But I guarantee you one thing, we're gonna do our best. I'm gonna full send it like always. You know this. So I'm ready, man. It's gonna be fun though, dude. It's gonna be great, dude. I can't wait.
We're excited to see it. And look at me, we just met. How you feeling, dude? Thanks for stepping up and putting on a show for us tonight.
I hate one frame. Why? Okay, best of luck to Straw and worst of luck to me.
No, best of luck to you too, brother. Seriously, man, you're gonna kill it, dude. Like seriously, I know you are. So we might even see a PB right here. We might have to go back and clip this video up to see the new PB, big dog.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, with that being said, we're so grateful for everyone hopping on to Kit Kat's page here and joining us for Cherry Pop-Up 4. If everyone's ready, we're going to play that special sound. Go ahead, Straw.
Let me double check with Kit Kats that the timer is good to go on the overlay.
Yep.
Let me check. I think. I mean,
And
my
while you're
last bit is
checking,
there, but yeah, it doesn't appear. Let me select the exe again.
Transition it
So
in.
yeah, that's the thing of, as I said the last time, sharing a layout between multiple streamers can sometimes mess up the exe. So now if I do this, nice, yeah, now we have the timer.
Nice.
And now it should be
Absolutely.
all ready.
All right.
excellent. Guys, make sure to follow these two legendary runners, Look at Me and Straw Hat. We're going to shout them out in the chat now. And Alan, are you here with us? I know you said you'd be stepping away for a moment. Not sure if you're back yet.
I am present. With
All
some
right.
chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Yep.
making me hungry before we race. My goodness.
That's it. Absolutely. Yeah. So grateful to be here with Alan, with Kit Kats. Legends, are you ready to start this thing?
I'm ready.
Well, we're gonna play the not that sound. We're gonna be playing the 3, 2, 1 go sound. And then we're gonna start this thing. Are we both familiar with that sound? The 3, 2, 1 go?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start that thing. And we're gonna load up a fire race tonight. Here it goes.
3, 2, 1, go.
I poked my head out of the gutter for one freaking second.
Both muted,
All right.
both deafened.
Go get some sleep. Go get
They are muted, they're deafened, they're ready to go.
sorting this mess out.
So, Alan, on paper, there's a clear advantage with look at me. What's going to have to happen here for Straw to pull one out of the hat?
I think, in my personal opinion, he's going to have to get that one frame very first try in order to have a fighting chance here, to be honest.
Yeah, look at me running from the Ukraine here. He's 8th in SSU, 49-14. Straw, East Coast USA, my man down in Georgia. He's 172nd in this category, 56-19. So definitely a huge gap there, but we said it early on that Straw's got that heart, he's got those balls, and he's just going to go for it, right?
Absolutely. And, anything can happen in a race. So, Vice City can be Vice City, and definitely,
We got some legends in the chat. We got Raffle Boy Lily the Cat, let's go. Samurai, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Happy Saturday. Kit Kats, how you feeling?
Yeah, I feel like, as you said, there is a bit of an advantage here for Look at Me. There is a lot of experience back from years of running against Straw that just begun running this year in this category. But I think if you ask anyone that has run by city ever, they will all tell you that it all comes down to what traffic is gonna behave, if it's gonna be against you, if it's gonna help you. You can see here, for example, Look at Me got a lot of more response here in the road back to the pole position compared to Straw, and if we keep seeing those difference, we can see the game flipping back and giving Straw maybe a bit of a breather.
Yeah. And we'll take a moment, chat. Hope you're doing well. Just give us a little feedback on how the volume and everything's looking and sounding. Everything looking and sounding okay? You can give us a 1 in the chat. You can give us a yes. Anything needs to get fixed, let us know.
Yeah, if you want the game to be louder, because I can hear it. You should be able to hear it as well, but if you want the game to be louder, then just say it.
All right. Sounded like we get the thumbs up in chat. Thank you, guys.
Straw having a minor fluke there on the way to Malibu.
Tell us more about that, Alan.
Well, he crashed, and that's roughly about 8 seconds of time loss.
Yeah.
And we got Look at Me. He's already killed the chef. He got the phone. Strawhead is probably, what would you say, about 10 seconds behind him.
Yeah, he also had to be a bit slower because he was not able to dispone the traffic after the crash. So it all sums up to a difference that is getting bigger by the second here.
Yeah. I will say, sometimes in a race setting or even when you're running against yourself and maybe like you're in the red, right? Or you know that someone has a clear advantage over you. Sometimes there's a little bit of like a relaxed headspace. I mean, everyone's a bit different, but sometimes when you're like, it's going to take a miracle for me to win, sometimes you're just relaxed going into it. I know Straw's definitely like that, where he's just going to kind of go for it, do his best, and not worry too much. There's always sometimes like an assumption like, I'm probably not going to win this. And sometimes that gives you the advantage.
Yeah, I think taking it easy, just cruising to the end of the game, not stressing about some things that you cannot control, is probably gonna help him, just because as soon as you start introducing loaded saves and things like that, backups, then you are gonna start losing time a lot. We saw just now, Look at Me got the early cop car, sadly Straw did not, and now he's gonna have to pray to get a new one to the level. There is a cop car. I don't think he will be able to catch it as he run out of stamina, and look at me, gets the one frame first try. So making
like
the
to see.
Basically,
most.
kind of negated my my statement I made a little earlier that Straw has to get his one frame first try. I also wanted to reiterate, if he get early cop car and get one frame first try, he will have a fighting chance. But unfortunately, RNG was not on his side.
Yeah. I was catching up with Straw earlier today, and he was saying, yeah, look at me, maybe his Wi-Fi has to go out, the game has to crash for him to pull something off here. He was kind of laughing about it.
Oof.
He's a good sport about it.
Yeah, so now Straw failed the trick. He's gonna have to wait 20 more seconds just to try again.
That hurts.
Yep.
I know Straw's going to watch the run back, and he's really a student of the game. He's, like you said, he's newer to the category for sure, much less experience with Look at Me, and definitely a race to run back and just see how did Look at Me approach these things.
Straw fails again the trick. Now he's gonna have to load up the backup save for one frame. And yeah, look at me making the most of it. We can see he's not messing around. He's hitting everything, trying to make his lead as big as possible. Because you never know.
You absolutely never know. When you're speed running on your own page, you have as many chances as you want, as many hours you have in the day just to reset, run that perfect run. But in a setting like this, the cherry pop up, one shot, you're just not messing around. You're trying to get the best run you possibly can in that one chance, and pulling ahead as far as you possibly can.
Precisely, and the
that's
dynamic
true.
completely.
You're gonna be a bit unlucky with the one frame, I think, because that's what 5 attempts already, 4 or 5 attempts.
Mm.
Yeah, that's painful.
Yeah.
Did he get it there?
I kind of.
No.
What did you say, Alan?
I kind of want to add it. I kind of wanted to add on to what you were saying earlier too. It's a completely different dynamic when you're doing PB attempts or whatnot. You're racing against yourself, not anybody else. So the dynamic in that aspect is also different.
You certainly get to a point where, if you're learning a run, that's a different thing. There's plenty of reasons just to keep going so you can learn. But you get to a point where you're just looking for any potential time saves, and it just becomes reset hell. And that starts to become, how you run the game, where a couple wrong moves and you're resetting. But now you're in a situation where you're running one time, and you've got an additional audience watching that run. Yeah, it's night and day with how you approach.
Precisely.
And we know Straw, he's just, trying to take those full court shots.
It's like he nailed the one frame this time around. Ouch.
Yep. Look at me taking a spill there. Nice
but yeah,
bike.
That's exactly the reason why everyone, when it's beginning to speedrun this game, it's suggested to just go and do Molly strat. Because with Molly, with the Rampage, that's a different start that we saw here. You are basically guaranteed to do that dupe correctly unless you crash in the middle of the road back to the lawyer. But that's on you. It's not the game playing against you, it's you that did something wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see how rough it is if you fail.
Yeah, the problem is that with one frame, the margin of error is much, much smaller because you're relying on a button release on one frame, whereas Molly start, it's pretty much foolproof as long as you don't mistime the rampage timing when Duke and Jury Fury, things of that nature.
And the thing is, it's like, how do you treat yourself when you make a mistake? Because what Kit Kats was saying is that, it really comes down to you and your ability. You can't say, oh, this game, you can't blame anything but yourself. So what do you do with that? Do you fight? You spend time fighting yourself in this setting, or can you brush it off and keep moving forward?
Yeah, in this setting, when you are racing, I think you just have to go ahead, try again. You can't keep thinking about what you just did, that you failed something.
Yep.
Because that's gonna hurt, and then you are gonna start bleeding time.
Yep.
Cannot dwell in the past.
Yep. That's the main thing, because if you are just getting it a couple of attempts, if you are just trying to get some new PVs or something like that, you can just go ahead, try 1,000 times. If you get the one frame, go ahead, keep going and get a new record. But here you don't have that benefit of being able to reset and try again.
Right. Yeah, you can practice this game as much as you have time to, but you can't really practice or simulate a race setting. The only way to get reps in a race setting is to step up to the plate like these two are doing, challenge each other, and race. It's always helpful to be better at the game, more polished, but you can't really simulate what they're doing right now. You just have to step up and accept the challenge.
Absolutely. I think another thing that's important to note here as well is that we are seeing two different peripherals. Straw Hat is on controller. Look at Me is on keyboard and mouse. So there's also a difference in terms of input that they're using.
Yeah. I know, Straw is definitely a passionate controller runner, but from what I've heard when he started running Vice City, it's a bit of like a hybrid in some sense, right? There's some things that you have to use maybe the keys for.
Yep, replays, for example. Replays are bound to F1, F2, F3 keys on the keyboard, and unfortunately, the controller only has so many buttons that you can use, so...
And it's got to be, such an odd thing to be holding a controller and having that sense, but then having to kind of like reach away and hit a particular key on the keyboard. It's got to be a bit of a challenge to have to kind of use both in a sense.
Absolutely. I know Straw, he was talking to me when he started learning this run, and he even decided to buy a 3-button switch for the replays because of how difficult it is for him to swap to controller, swap to keyboard, swap to controller, swap to keyboard.
Yeah.
It can be a little... I mean, even to me, I've played on controller before, but a game like this is very, very difficult to pick up on it.
Mm. Nice. Look at me getting right through the gate there. I think that was the first attempt, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good gate set, but I mean, I think I saw him crash in the way to the mansion there. That's the thing with traffic there, especially after the Guardian Angels, after the mission with Diaz. You go up a bridge that it's basically a blind spot. You can get spawns from every side of the road there. And we just saw, look at me, 8 vehicle there. Was not able to dodge because there is no time to adjust to what you are gonna see in a couple of milliseconds.
Kit Kat, can you tell us what Samurai was saying in the chat there?
Yeah, he just said that he came back from buying bread, so he is asking what did he miss, and I told him he failed a couple of one-frame attempts.
Yeah.
So with these one-frame failures, how far would you say Straw is in regards to Look at Me? Because this is quite a very large lead right now.
I think the distance between what Look at Me is doing now versus Straw is probably around 3 minutes, maybe.
I would say 5, to be fair.
Yeah, it all comes down to how fast is Straw able to come back, and if he doesn't make the same mistakes that Look at Me did on the way back to the mansion, for example, then it may be a bit less, but yeah, maybe it's around
Yeah.
5.
Hmm. Jacob in chat joining us saying hi and good luck. Thanks for joining in, dude. Good luck to these two racers. Fly hanging out with us saying El Diablo. Anyone in chat have a pick for who's going to win this matchup?
Oh, I completely forgot I was gonna make a small prediction if people wanted to pick
There you
a
go,
winner,
yeah.
but we can still make a poll here.
There's Sply saying that Straw is going to fight till the end. He was saying today he could probably scare a bear away if he had to. Golly. And sometimes that's what it takes.
Yep. And once again, despite this lead right now, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
like
considering how. Oh, I'm sorry.
like a
what
cop
were you saying?
bust.
Oh yeah, cop car busted or insta busted. There's
Yeah.
just so much that can happen right now that can help Straw close this gap.
Samurai says, what's the name of the handsome commentator? That is Alan.
Mr. Starfish.
Yeah, on commentary, we have myself, I'm Starfish, Alan, and Kikats. Yeah.
Some insights from Philip as well. Philip is probably the most experienced runner here out of all of us. Because yeah, he's been running for a lot of years now, and I've learned a lot from him, both looking at his streams and just by chatting with him.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice we had Philip here. Welcome, dude. Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Don't worry, man. It happens. Look at me doing the PC destroyer trick that only saves a few frames, just spamming the close replay. It's not worth it, in my opinion. Even if you go for world record times. And now we have Straw Hat doing the gate zip trick. Well, if you fail the gate zip trick, I call it water drop because you kiss the pavement.
Oh, that happens to me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me was able to pull that off first try. It just shows the skill level.
No, both runners pulled out first try.
Oh, Straw did too? Nice.
Yeah. They did flawlessly. Right now, Look at Me is not having many issues in his run. Pretty much is, let's say, clean. I mean, for racing standards. Already at least they are like 1.5 missions of difference. That would be like 4 minutes or 5 in minutes, of course.
Yeah.
And right now we are in a segment that is pretty much chill, that contains 2 auto scrollers. The first one is the heli one, and the second it's gonna be the boat one. The mission is called Supply and Demand. So they can take a breath for sure.
Yeah. The
Right,
poll
look at
has
me
ended, and
The poll.
Straw Hat has won the poll.
Hopefully God maybe God will help him.
Yeah, I know he's been saying his prayers today. The
Yeah,
cool
and
thing
that's
is
the
that
thing,
the
like,
cherry
it-
pop-ups are just good fun.
Mhm.
We're It's just about putting on a good show for everybody, enjoying the game, and the runners learning a few things too. Low
Yeah,
stakes.
these races are pretty good
Yeah.
if you want to analyze to yourself. Maybe Stroll will watch it about and learn something new.
Yep.
Uh, that's a good goal, I think. Yeah. So let's see what's happening with Look at Me. Look
Yep.
at Me barely got outside of the Infernus. You gotta trigger the cutscene of the boat with that with the Infernus in because you don't want your heli to despawn. Because if you trigger the cutscene and you are not inside the Infernus, uh, your heli will despawn most likely, and you don't want that. And now we have Straw heading to the mansion to start Fen. Yeah, so a rough landing is incoming for newcomers. Even for me, it's kind of hard to land that helicopter pretty well.
Yeah, I know Straw hates this part of the game where you have to land this helicopter. Because the collisions on those boats, to both sides of the helicopter are so bad. They have such a big collision box there that if you are a bit to the left or a bit to the right, then your helicopter starts losing its HP. But we saw Straw landing there a bit farther than you may have wanted to, but it's not touching anything, so it's still good to go for the next few missions.
Yeah. Pulled it off. Tricky landing.
We saw Look at Me hit both of the tricks that you can do on supply and demand. You can do both drive in cutscene trick, where you stack two replays and you are able to steer this boat in the middle of a cutscene, saving you a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the big boat there, that's like half of the mission. You can also play a replay and you can skip a cutscene, and you also get the benefit of being able to shoot the rockets a lot faster than in vanilla.
Yeah, but the second trick is not reliable because it's all down to RNG. Because sometimes you trigger the replay, get the clothes, and if you have bad luck, the fade it will take longer. The black screen, I mean, yeah. So it's all down to RNG that trick to work.
Like most of this game, it all comes down to RNG.
And in the extreme case, if you are really unlucky, and you try to do the second trick, sometimes you will not be able to shoot the Ruger, by the way. So yeah, you must be careful on doing that trick.
Oh,
I
yeah,
look
that
at
is
me.
scary.
Samurai says you guys are having a race tomorrow.
Tomorrow. No, I
That's
don't
what he
think
says in
so.
chat.
There's no.
Place to riot.
Oh, tomorrow it's me versus Philip.
Philip, yep.
Tomorrow is the only day that Philip is not able to be here.
Well, maybe Starfish didn't know, but I raced against Look at Me like just a few days ago.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. I was ahead, but until Barbaro, the cop, that demonstrate how RNG can fuck you over.
Yeah.
You can do everything fine, but the game is unpredictable, and and RNG punishes you really really hard if you are very unlucky.
Mm.
And I feel
And
like
now
Look at
look at
Me is playing too risky now. He's driving erratically, he's crashing into a lot of things. It's a big difference compared to what we saw last Wednesday with
Yeah.
the race against Philip. And
It really just goes to show over, who you're racing and how you want to play.
yeah, there's a
yeah,
lot of
it
mental
really
things.
I think it's more or less a psychological factor, knowing that he knows that Straw can hit the one frame consistently.
Mm. Yep. And also you're just assuming what's happening on the other side of the fence, right? You don't know what's going on with your opponent. And I just always assume, hey, they're having the most fire pace right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna assume they're just running their best run. So I'm gonna do what I can to run my best.
yeah, absolutely. It's hard to not know where's your in what mission is your opponent. There are many thoughts about. Meanwhile, you are doing the run. You have a lot of thoughts that like saying, I don't know if I am ahead or I am so behind, so far behind.
Yep.
Uh, it's tough to describe it as a racer. I can tell you that you are always wondering where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And we just saw Look at Me failed to glitch cars there. Only got a single vehicle or two maybe. And that's gonna be a very bad thing in the future because there is a mission that you are basically required to have 3 glitch cars if you wanna do it the fast way. And especially when we do so many tricks to try to be fast in this game. That specific mission I'm talking about, Cup Day Collectors. If you don't have enough glitch cars, then you can get basically soft locked when you start the mission, and the NPCs will get out of the bike, and then you instantly fail the mission. You have to go outside of the usual speedrun route just to glitch a couple of more vehicles. So if we see Stro successfully glitch some cars, maybe he can come back towards the end of the game.
Yep. Definitely would be in his favor if he can pull that off. Now we need Lance to be nice and follow us.
All right.
Man, maybe we need some caster curse on Look at Me
He's doing
to make
very
it
great,
happen.
making no mistakes. Yeah, he's driving perfectly. Yeah, his heli is at a very high HP.
Yeah, really great
Imagine
run.
now his keyboard gets stuck and the heli gets drowned.
Yeah.
Don't give him the red Banshee curse.
There would
Oh my
definitely need to be
goodness.
some kind of environmental factor like that, for sure.
Let's see how's the landing. Okay. Acceptable. Cool. Cool landing.
No damage on the heli, so it's a good landing on my eyes.
Yeah. Now we are 2 missions of difference. This is 2 missions at least. Difference. Straw Hat is starting Surgesser, and Look at Me about to start Rubout. So yeah, it's gonna be. Let's see how it ends.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the look at me mistake right now. Still looking for, but so far he has a good run going on, and
Yeah,
maybe
and
he's in. Hmm? Oh, you continue.
and the you know, with a cherry pop up like this, like I was saying earlier, it's like a good rep in a race setting because there will eventually be a tournament. Let's be realistic. You know, there's going to be maybe a larger type of event in the future, and this is just a great way to get ready for that. I'd say.
Yeah, this is only a showcase and nothing special, but we are now looking how two players of
Good kill there.
very different level play, very different level play. We're now comparing uh, two players with a big gap of
Right.
skill level. It's gonna be a good material for Straw Hat to study for sure.
Yep. And think about it. Like there's people watching now that maybe they see themselves a little closer to look at me. Maybe they see themselves a little closer to Straw, and it's good learning material for viewers who are kind of close to one or the other, just to kind of see how they can tighten their game up.
Absolutely.
Now let's see if Straw is able to glitch enough cars. I'm not
Yeah,
sure how many cars Look at me has.
and his first car is a cop car, of course.
Yeah.
You don't want to glitch a cop car here because one, you get a star. No, the star it's not important because you can lose it when driving to the Malibu. But the thing about glitching a cop car is that in reality, glitching a cop car has another timing. Like the cop exits the car faster than the regular citizen, right?
Yeah.
I can tell you that the timing is completely different comparing the cop car to a regular car. And look at me right now, he's in problems. Oh, okay, he never mind. He loses the star.
And I think
He don't.
he saw because there were a couple of Vice City gangsters, the goons, outside of Cherry Poppers. But I think he managed to dodge them, so the star will go away on time. And yeah, I think Look at Me doesn't have enough vehicles here to ensure the completion of CTC. We just saw a spawn there on a Hermes and another one on a taxi there. And that might come back to bite him. Oh, he got that cop, I think. Yeah, but now with a star here, you can get busted, as we saw with Felipe last Wednesday. Just out of nowhere, a cop came and busted him. Oh, he managed to get away on time.
As struggling with the landing, I
Oh,
think he should re-enter the heli to make sure it doesn't despawn. But he now goes for a double chainsaw right there, losing a lot of HP. That's scary.
yeah. But you know, I have a feeling he's got a good sense of where he's at, and he's just looking for any potential time save, like not getting back in the heli. You know.
It doesn't despawn. Thank God. All right,
There
he
you go.
got it. Here we go.
Now at this low of an HP, he's basically forced to do the pill slide correctly. So the next mission that he is gonna complete, it has to be pretty much perfect, because if you stop sliding, then the guns outside of the mansion will start to shoot against Straw, and that will most definitely end his run here. He will have to load a save again, and that's another time lost to add to the total.
Oh, look at me almost get busted. I saw 2 cops, so yeah. Now I think the gap is much larger. Now it's like 7 minutes of gap, I would say. That's wow. It's a monster. This guy, man.
I mean, I mentioned it in the previous race too. Look at Me is known for doing a lot of no reset runs. So
Yeah.
not only does he have the experience, but he also has the no reset run experience as well. So
Yep. Just having that sense of maybe if something drifts out a bit, how to kind of pull the run back together so you don't need to reset. Being able to kind of face the adversity.
exactly.
Yeah, and I advise a lot of runners to do no resets. You can see how Look at Me, by doing no resets, he improved so fast.
Yep.
I remember I was with 50, and he was just starting, and now he surpassed me by a lot. So what he did, he did no resets, and I think that. And also he played a lot, right? But yeah, I do advise. Oh my God, Estroha doesn't
Oh
get
no!
the kill, the Diaz kill. He will.
So we
He
talked
got a.
about this, I think, on the second cherry pop-up. If you ever get that where Diaz gets pushed back, it doesn't stay in position, and you have to like go into his office to kill him, then you better switch back to the M4 and ensure that Diaz is dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now Straw Hat is in problem. He just died, right? Oh my goodness.
He died, he
Oh,
had to load a
he-
save and start the mission all over again.
Wow. I want to circle back to the incorporating some no resets into your practice regimen. It's, you know, it gives you just a more flushed out, well-rounded experience with the game. And it might even incorporate like maybe a less toxic relationship with a game as well.
Yeah. Because if you are doing no reset, even though you are not in a pace, you can farm some goals and get better at the game.
Right.
That's the point of doing no reset, having that mentality.
Oh, what you mean?
I suggest Straw to shoot Diaz to make it
Check
sure.
if he's
All right.
dead.
Okay,
Oh,
he got lucky.
he got it.
That could have been
A
2
double.
instances in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
Busy trying to sort things out. You didn't give me a lot of support down here, Sonny.
But he got the kill and he's moving on.
And the benefit now is that he has a lot of extra HP that he didn't have earlier, as the
there you
backup
go.
saves have a bit of a
And
bigger.
look at me,
Oh,
got cycled. He has to load Printworks by save. That is incorporated.
now let's
Okay.
see.
And now
Doesn't
let's
get
see.
it.
And now he. Let's see.
Oh,
No. Yeah.
nice.
Oh my goodness.
Barely got it there.
Wow.
Yeah, barely got it.
And that's a thing also in this game, that there is luck involved in the position that the pickups have. For example, there, look at me had to pick up a rampage, pick up the small discs with a skull on it, and they constantly are circling around. You can see they're on the clothes on Straw's screen. And if you get unlucky, if you made a replay that is a bit too far from the icon, then you have to pray for the icon to be close enough to Tommy so it's able to pick up the actual rampage. And added to that, sometimes the game just says, yeah, you're not picking that pickup anyway. So that's probably what happened to look at me on the first buy, and it's possible that it happens now on the way back to the Brainworks. You can get cycle, as it's called, when picking up the bribes that you have to pick up here because you have a wanted level. And you need to get rid of it to continue the tricks and start insta-passing some missions. Ouch.
Oh, did you? No, at least he didn't lose the call. At least Tommy didn't try to re-enter the car. To, something that I noted in this run from Straw is that he did a good shooting at the last windows of Shakedown. It was impressive. He did it faster than me, even though he's on the controller. So yeah, it's something positive I can say.
Yeah. I know that is something that Strahl takes pride in, running with controller, even when it may be more challenging. And it is very impressive to see. Just like with Resident Evil, there's some clear advantages with keyboard at times, like with input speeds. So it's great to see.
Yeah. Some people are built to play in controllers.
Right.
So now we have, look at me, already on the dupes. He got the first dupe of that ice cream mission. And we're doing this so we can skip all of the businesses that are forced upon us to get to the final mission of the game. A bit dodgy there, but he still managed to get it, and that's the second dupe. You can fail at any point here and you'll have to load back to the save. Yeah, there he got through the
Painful.
passenger door, and maybe he doesn't get to the wagon then. Yeah, he does. So he managed
Yeah,
to
that's just
recover
painful
from
when
that.
something doesn't go right. You know, when there's many steps to a process, and if any one of those steps goes wrong, you're back to the beginning. Painful.
Some bad news for Straw. Alright, Straw has to chase down the
Run.
PCJ.
Run to the PCJ.
He tries to snipe the last guy, but that wasn't successful, and now he gotta be careful on avoiding the two cop cars fixed spawn, like they're incoming. I told you.
To
Those were
he has to
those
get,
cop cars are fixed, man. For
yeah.
this mission.
He also
Are
has to
stripped.
get out of the bike at the end of the mission, otherwise he's gonna lose that bike and all of his hard-earned parked helicopter that he got. Yeah, he goes and re-enters the bike.
I did that mistake against Dimitrius. I did that mistake against Dimitrius, I remember. I didn't re-enter my bike and had to do Copland with the Sparrow.
And yeah, look at me, got all 5 of the dupes, and now he's heading towards the private business to try to steal some plates.
To the meeting. To the girls' meeting. I don't know why the game decided to put so many girls in this mission.
Private business.
That's curious.
Oh, they're packing some very heavy weaponry. You definitely don't want to try to face them.
Oh
I'll pick up for a straw
no!
right
Don't
there.
get out. Oh
Straw fighting with the game tonight.
yeah, but now he
And
has
now
to
he
wait
has to wait.
for the call to come back to him. He will lose a lot of time here.
He could hold a call, but you have to bind your radio, the radio action into your controller button to be able to hold a call. I don't know if I said it.
Yeah, so
Well,
you have to have the same bind to the radio and for answering the phones. I think he
yeah,
has
the
that
same, the
bind.
same button.
I feel like he has that bind, but he probably just panicked when he fell off the bike and forgot about it. Because he had to use that trick to complete the ice cream dupes slowly, right? When you don't get on time, you have to hold the car and get to the bike. So I think he
Now look
has
at
the
me.
right binds.
Yeah, he does have has those binds, but I think the pressure of the race, it's making him do some mistakes, right? It happens to anybody. It's normal.
Oh,
And now look at
he
me
gets the snipe.
succeed the CTC snipe.
And he's going for Doomer, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not that big deal, the Doomer, to be fair. It's some free time save.
Yeah, I tried
I
it the other
started
day,
doing
and yeah, it felt pretty easy to integrate into a run, but you're risking a bit on not having the heavy weaponry on the final mission, because you are then forced to do all of the limo shooting with the Python, and just after killing Lance, you can go pick up the M4 so you don't lose time. But yeah, look at me, it's just basically at the end of the game. It's just one bridge away and he gets it. So
What do you think the time difference is at the moment, roughly?
Oh,
estimate like right now the difference would be like 11 minutes, I estimate, or at least 9 at least.
Right. Yeah, we're looking at we already had an advantage with Look at Me, but he just had such a clean run. And Straw just been fighting with the game tonight.
I think Look at Me is gonna have 50 mid or 50-20.
yeah, I feel like a 50-30 about that. And yeah, I think we just saw how Look at Me was making a bit of it was having a bit of a mess of a run if we ignored obviously the first time one frame hit. I think like he was panicking a bit, but at the end of the game when it most mattered, he just went ahead.
Look at
and
this. This guy doesn't need a chainsaw. He almost killed Lance.
I'm gonna get ready to write up the ending time of Look at Me because there is gonna be a big difference. And I feel like with this big of a difference, we should take Look at Me earlier into the call so he can just go ahead and look at the end of the game from straw with us. And that's
Oh yeah. So he don't get bored.
25, 50, 25. And yeah,
GG's.
that's
Oh,
GG's.
look at me.
Very
GG's
clean
for
race.
sure.
50,
We're talking about his PB
25.
being 49-14, so that's amazing to be able to pull off in a race setting like this.
Mandup. It's the cassette Mandup, so he is able to start spilling the beans correctly.
Well, if how you feel with a 50, 25 PB?
It's impressive, right? It's,
Yeah, because I can see he's getting faster every time we race him.
yeah, every race, next race he is gonna do 49 with
It's
Molotov.
crazy performance from Look at Me. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna go ahead and
Undef him.
unmute it and undeafen so he can be here with us, watching how Straw finishes up his own game. And yeah, congrats. Look at me. Let me put up the winner screen here.
Thanks.
Thanks.
That print works, man.
Yeah, that print works. It could be barely 49 without that, right?
Yeah, should be.
With a flexing, with a 49 flex.
Yeah, that's some crazy performance from you. Look at me. It's
Yeah, what a
really
show.
impressive.
You got a lot of love and GG's in the chat. Doodles, Jacob, Samurai, Lux.
To put you in a bit of context here, look at me. Straw failed one frame a good bunch of times. I think it were maybe
5?
he took 5 or 7 attempts just to get the right frame.
Right.
And that lost him a lot of time. Then it's, well, a bit of a time loss on basically the whole game, just by being in that mental state where you know you lost a lot of time. And I think you had, like, I feel like at some point you felt like you were behind because you were like giving it all. You were driving maybe a bit too erratically for my tasting, but you got to the end. Single fail was the Greenworks buy, and that's big flex on Straw first, and all of us here as well.
Yeah, but I had some problems with traffic.
Yeah, we saw you even went for the redopter jump.
Yeah, I never get it.
Well, that's the thing, right? You had a first race with Philip. You had a 51 minute there at the end of the race. Now that's your second race. You are basically 40 seconds ahead of that first race. So at this pace, we're gonna see 49 anytime now.
Yeah,
I mean a 49 in a race.
First try. That was crazy.
We'll have to call what? Redopter to give you a fight here?
Cool.
I think Straw already asked him once. maybe.
I was hoping for sub 50 on race, but
Hey,
this
you were
game, man.
close. You were close. Very close.
Sonny. All right, the courier's moving the plate from the docks today. I'm gonna go intercept them, grab the plate.
So he did 5 insta passes, right?
I think that's 5. I don't think with the rest that he has been having now, I don't think he will forget what Instapass he is now. So it's probably the right
Actually,
amount.
I believe if you don't get 5, there will be another car, which gonna be next, right? When
Yeah, if
ranks
you don't get the
calling
5, you don't get to the end of the game.
What's the problem, Lance?
Private business, you're not welcome. 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 Private business, you're not welcome.
Private business, you're not welcome.
Private business, you're not welcome.
Cool.
Private business, you're not
So
welcome.
brave from
Private
Straw
business,
Hat
you're not
to
welcome.
challenge.
Private
Look at
business,
me,
you're not welcome.
for sure. Um,
Yeah, and I know that he approaches this like, you know, we know that Strahl didn't necessarily feel like he was going to pull off a win, but I think that he understands that he learns when he's in a challenging environment like that. He's going to go back, he's going to watch this and just and see, pick up pointers essentially.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
he will
remember.
grow. He will grow from it.
I think one of my friends from Counter-Strike told me once that you are not gonna improve if you don't face harder opponents than what you are now. Because if you face an easy runner in this case, then you are gonna take it easy. You won't give it your 100% maybe.
Yeah.
It's not a thing that all of the runners do, but it's a different being from facing someone that is clearly faster than you and still going and trying to beat your own record and trying to beat him again. Also in a race.
That's right. You know, as a speedrunner, you could avoid challenges like this and just sort of do your own runs and create your own story for yourself, but yeah, to put yourself in these situations, it's all about growing and putting on a good show for others.
And there, just there, Straw got lucky because he landed there in front of the hospital. And this set of saves that we have as backup have those vehicles, like the helicopter, for example, fixed onto the game, so they don't despawn even if you die or save again the game. And there, if that helicopter had been a bit further back into the road, the collectors would have moved a lot more in the cutscene, and he would have had the same issue that I was talking about earlier with look at me not getting enough glitch vehicles. That is entering the mission and failing instantly. But yeah, it didn't happen. Now he's having some issues killing the last collector. I think he killed one of them. So we'll have to chase that Sanchez down. Look at that collector zooming. Nice, he got him.
All right, let's roll into the final mission.
Let's go.
We're waiting for that call. Let's. It's his girlfriend, Lance.
Doing the Lance Van stand.
Let's pop it.
All right, let's finish off strong.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, go for the limo. What are you doing there, standing there? This is
It seemed like it was
2025. You can't just keep your friends close the old-fashioned way.
Back that limo up.
And
Let's go.
easily. Yeah, perfect there.
Ain't going back with the Pepega with chainsaw days, man.
No.
That strat killed me a lot of PBs.
I'm so
back in the
glad
days.
we are past that strat again. Because I never
Yeah.
even managed to hit it once. Then Redopter with his experiments got the strat going.
Yeah, because the limo strat is so simple and yet it saves a lot of time. You can continue. Sorry.
No, I didn't have anything else to add to that. I just feel like it came just in the right time for me to, because I was improving slowly on the end game, and this strat, it's so simple to integrate. It's so easy because you, even if you fail it, you still have the old backup of killing Sony anyways with your guns. But it's so much safer than the chainsaw prepare that you guys used to do, because I never even did it once. Oh, he
Oh,
doesn't get
Sonny
it.
just jumped over the limo.
Yes, Sonny knew what was happening and just said, "No, I'm gonna jump above this limo. Not, you're not gonna kill me with
Oh, with
this
a nade.
vehicle."
Come on, throw do with a nade, bro.
And that's time.
There you go. Get some GGs in the chat for
GGs.
Straw.
Tommy? Oh my God, Tommy, what happened?
What does it look like?
It looks like you ruined your suit, and Tommy, that was a beautiful suit.
And now we have some player interviews.
I think
Some
we
thoughts.
leave Straw. Have a breather there. Let's keep in defense for a bit, so he gets the same treatment that we got when we started racing here.
Okay.
So
Sounds
I
good.
think we bring him after he either skips the credits or he watches a couple of them.
What do you think it means?
But yeah, GG's to both of the runners. Yeah, that's a big show
Feel
of
the glory.
performance from
Just to feel the glory.
Look at me, yeah.
Backstabbing two-bit thief, and I'm a convicted psychotic killer and drug dealer. I know. Ain't it just beautiful?
And with an hour and 2 minutes, with 59 seconds, this still is faster than my first ever PB. By a good margin. I think that was like an hour and 7 minutes.
Oh, mine was 109 or 105 at least, yeah.
But those were different times. There is a lot of new strats that make it easier to get a faster first run going. So I think we bring Straw here by the time the in-game clock shows 19. Mm, mm. And now,
No,
What up?
Welcome back.
hello.
God, I
it
got
was neck to
mean. Yeah, right.
neck.
You were fighting
Not
with
gonna
that game,
lie.
weren't you, dude? Woo!
God almighty, bruh. Failed the one frame. Had spent like what 3 minutes on the one frame. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I pinned another message here. There. Yeah.
Well, welcome back, fellas. It was fun to watch. Straw, do you want to start it off with some comments about your run?
Bruh, my run's forgettable, so just glad I finished. So just glad I finished. Hopefully we got some meme clips.
You finished. You put up a fight, and look at me. How you feeling, dude? Run us through it.
Yeah, well, my start was pretty good. I even didn't fail one frame. But then
Nice.
I had some issues with traffic and jumps. And I didn't buy Printworks, just activated Rampage. Game
Oh
was
man.
hard. But overall run was good. It was like 50-23.
Yep.
I had really just two things happen I couldn't recover from, and the one was the one frame 3 minute basically setback there, and then it was the rub out. I didn't kill Diaz, I guess, even though he fell
Yeah,
down
I
dead.
told you when you push the ass like that, make sure he's dead. Shot him dead, not only Chainsaw, because you never know. There he was just playing dead and you
I
had
knew
to
I
pay
had
the
to be
price.
behind. I was just going for it, just hoping at that point.
Yeah.
So, because I already from the beginning from missing the one frame, and then man, that safety save, bro. We gotta get an alternate view or something, bro. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna switch the vehicle around so it faces the other way. But
it
yeah,
was a good race. That was fun.
as look at me said, he got a 50-23. So he's even faster
Nice.
than the last time, and I
One
feel
frame
like
time save.
yeah,
One frame cancer.
there's also time save on the traffic at the early game. Yeah, GG's to both of us.
Yes, to both runners, you did a good
I
work.
did the best I could. I did the best I could, man.
Oh, no, don't feel bad for it. We're just showcasing. Even though if it's a tournament, you fought brave. Um, it's not important. The important thing here is to have fun, guys. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Don't forget to have
Yeah.
fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, you both put on a great show for us. A lot of love in the chat, and thank you guys.
Definitely, man.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Now let's see if we have someone to raid.
Thanks for the race, Straw.
Wish I could have made it better, brother. Like, this dude, I got me so hard, dude. Oh man.
Yep. Thank you all for joining us. We're gonna find a raid target. Thank you for joining us for Cherry Pop Up 4.
Yeah, I think Very Use is doing dupeless, maybe? Learning free dupes. Maybe it's dupeless. Who knows? But I think we go with that. And
Yeah.
yeah, thank you everyone for watching. For being here. We didn't give you guys a lot of uh, we didn't tell you with enough time to get here. So it proves that Twitch notifications sometimes work.
There you go. Guys, be sure to follow Look at Me and Straw Hat.
Yeah, let me
Stepping up to the
make
plate for us tonight.
another shout out here. So
And have a great weekend, everybody.
Absolutely, y'all. And we'll have another race coming up. Do we know when the next race is yet? Didn't we say something about?
I'm not sure. Do we have
Okay.
a race there in the chat? No. Yeah, I don't see any other races already scheduled there, but who knows?
Yep. We'll keep you guys posted on when the next cherry pop up gets planned. And thank you all for supporting our event.